Well, that was fun. Very exciting. I played a lot of golf when I was a kid, but I never got to meet a guy like Tiger Woods and get instruction from him. The only problem is that this lesson came about 40 years too late. But it's not too late for you guys. You can take what you've learned today and incorporate it into your game and continue to become stronger and better players. We're really excited that the Singapore Sports School Golf Academy has been able to come out here and enjoy this day and experience instruction from Tiger Woods. So it's our goal at Marina Bay Sands to do everything that we can do to get engaged in the community, to promote things that Singapore has identified as its goals, and certainly Singapore has made great strides in advancing as a nation of athletes. We recently had the Youth Olympics. Soon we'll be seeing the opening of the Sports Hub, and I think this is a great way to continue to promote that spirit. I'd like to thank Tiger for coming back for a second year. We had a wonderful experience with him last year. I can tell you that he is a true professional in every sense of the word, not just in golf. And we're very proud to be associated with him, and thank you very much for coming. I also want to give a special thanks to Mark Steinberg, who's here somewhere. Mark has been wonderful to work with the past 2 years, and we're looking forward to continuing a relationship with Mark and with Tiger. So with that, I would just like to say thank you to all of you for showing up today. We're very excited to have you here, and I hope you've enjoyed yourself. So I'll stop talking because I know there's somebody else that you'd rather hear from. So thank you once again, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, you know, Tiger obviously is one of the most in-demand athletes and celebrities in the world because of the quality of what he does on the golf course and a whole lot of other things. We feel very privileged to have the chance for him to stop by here in Singapore when he's been in Asia to participate in certain other events. And like I said, last year was such a great experience. We're very excited that he was able to come and see us again this year.
I've played a ton of golf since the British Open, and this is my first full season actually since '05. So 7 full years without playing a full season. So I was tired, and doing these things are easy. Competing and getting ready for another golf tournament, I just didn't want to do that, and I've got 4 more rounds, which is at my tournament in LA, and I'm done till Abu Dhabi next year. So I'm looking forward to having this extended break. This is like my off season now, and we're looking forward to just getting away from it. And as I said, doing things like this here at Marina Bay Sands is really easy. Competing and playing golf tournaments after a long schedule, the playoffs, the Ryder Cup, and a lot of other tournaments. It's been a lot. Tomorrow? No. That's a great question. I believe this may be the last year of the Barclays event. So I don't know what's going to happen in the future, but certainly I enjoy coming here. Last year was my first time, and it's a beautiful city, and I would love to come back soon. Oh, everyone's different because everyone has their own specific tendencies, and they all have their own strengths, but they also have their own faults and weaknesses. And well, for me, in that little short span of time, you try and talk about both, what they do right and what they do wrong as well, and how can we get better, going forward in the next practice sessions. So, as I said, each person has had their own little uniqueness, and we just either worked around it or we tried to enhance what they had. Well, it's important because we're trying to grow the game of golf. I mean, this is a perfect example, having these kids here. Certain regions of the world aren't, the history of golf is not as rich, and it's not as deep, and it's not as long. So you want to target some of these areas. I know that, with the Asian Amateur going on, and as well as some other events here in this region, it just enhances the game of golf. I know that the years I've been in Asia and has seen the development of golf has been just extraordinary. And now with the inclusion of the Olympics, I think that's going to help as well. I mean, a lot of these kids are going to want to either get to Augusta through the Asian Amateur or get to and participate and represent the country in the Olympics. So these days and these type of clinics and exhibitions and coming over here and do these things, they are important. And Marina Bay Sands, what they do and how they've done it over the years, and they do it right. I think it's going to take some time. Trust me, I've played against a lot of guys over the years that have been really good. Obviously Phil, VJ, Ernie, Goose, Patty. All these guys have won 2 to 4 major championships during the time I've been on tour. And Rory has 2, but he's still young. He's only 23 years old. So just give us some time and let him grow, let him develop over the next decade plus. And he's got so much talent. And as I said, he's only 23, so he's just learning. He's just learning how to play the game, and he's only going to get better with age. Well, don't forget, I've been a part of this for 17 years. The guys I just mentioned, Phil, Ernie, VJ, Goose, and Patty, I've been doing it since I came out here. And now this is the next generation of guys. The guys I just mentioned are all in their 40s. So Rory's the next generation who's young. And as I think what Jack's probably said it best. Over the years, it's nice to be part of that conversation. And be part of that conversation for, obviously for 17 years for me, and hopefully it can go on for, another decade plus. I'm working on it. I've changed coaches, recently, a couple years ago, and on top of that, last year I was hurt most of the summer, and didn't play anything. So implementing change like that after working with a coach for 6 years has taken its time. I've had a good year this year. Won 3 times this year, and I passed Jack on all-time win list. So it's been a good year. I'm looking forward to next year, and obviously the more tournaments, but also full-blown opportunities at major championships too. And with my game improving, I'm very excited about that for next year. Well, I think it's going to take time. Rory's playing a lot of events, and so am I towards the beginning of the year, and it's about winning golf tournaments. That's how I got to #1. That's how Rory got to #1. You got to win golf tournaments, and then when you don't, you got to be consistent and finish high. And I'm looking forward to that, because this year, as I said, I've had 3 wins this year, and things are certainly progressing nicely. Last year I was 127th on the money list or whatever I was last year. This year I was 2nd, so I think that's a pretty good improvement in a year. And given that I'm healthy, we're looking forward to next year. Well, the thing is, with my foundation, it's not golf based. It's educational based. So we're not a golf foundation. Golf is certainly it's a part of it, but it's not the primary focus of it. It's education, and getting these kids who haven't had the opportunity to use computers, who haven't had the opportunity to go to college. These are a lot of the kids that we serve are the first generations to ever go to college, and it's hard to imagine in this day and age. But the neighborhoods that we go to, and the neighborhoods that we put our learning center programs in, are socially challenged, economically challenged, and we're trying to give these kids an opportunity. We've got a couple kids that have gone to Harvard, working at NASA now, other great college programs around the country, just because they've gone through our programs. And it's pretty exciting to hear these kids and have them come back and start teaching the next generation. That's really neat.